Countdown normal.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, but the council meeting overran. No visuals?
Sound only.
I'm surprised.
You shouldn't be. Our facilities here are already overworked. The satellite channels are programmed for the actual operation, not this exercise, just like the others. The Metaprobe training run is on the dark side of the moon.
They're passing navigation beacon Delta.
Yes. The Metaprobe training run use it as a landmark.
Have you reached a decision?
Yes, finally. Koenig. He'll take over as commander of Moonbase Alpha with unlimited powers.
Does he know yet?
He's already on his way.
And Simmons?
I've appointed him chief of liaison.
Also with full power, I trust?
With all the authority he needs.
Over Koenig?
With Koenig. They are on the same side.
The Metaprobe just cannot be allowed to fail.
A conclusion both unanimous and obvious.
Main motor.
There's trouble.
What's happening?
It's out of control.
Contact Moonbase.
It's too late. It's too late. They've crashed.
And the crew? What about the Metaprobe astronauts?
We'll put those figures through the computer bank.
Nothing from Koenig?
Routine reports only. Simmons is in constant touch, and if the need arises, he'll go to Moonbase Alpha himself.
Virus infection. These reports from Dr. Russell make no sense.
No, possibly not. But they have more up-to-date information than us. We can't risk the Metaprobe.
Well, why not, Mr. Chairman? The probe is a risk in itself.
Yes, of course it is. But we're in no position here to reach a decision either way. That's why Koenig was appointed in the first place. I have complete faith in his capabilities.
I wish I shared your confidence. All right, I retract that statement. But in my opinion, Koenig should order the launching of the probe immediately with a backup crew, whatever the consequences. A calculated risk, if you like. The virus trouble on Moonbase Alpha should not even be allowed into the considerations. Launch the probe. It's the only decision that should be taken.
The correct decision will be taken. And taken by Commander Koenig. Gentlemen, as you are by now aware, all contact with Moonbase Alpha has been lost. During their last sporadic and very distorted transmission, we were informed that Commissioner Simmons had died. As far as we can gather, the internal injuries he sustained when the moon went out of orbit were far more severe than at first suspected. There were many other casualties, but in view of the inferior radio reception and the possibility of error, I've decided that no list will be made available for publication.
Is there no chance of a rescue mission?
Absolutely none.
Now, Mr. Chairman...
The speed of the moon away from the Earth far exceeds the capabilities of any present-day spacecraft.
Rescue from Moonbase Alpha was never even a possibility. Emergency Operation Exodus stood no chance. Now we have to think of ourselves. It's as simple as that. All our present resources are urgently required here, on Earth.
I thought the Earth's change of axis had settled, was now stable.
It is, but states of emergency still exist, and will continue to do so. The rising sea levels are changing the coastlines as the polar caps melt. The new tide patterns have to be established, and the aftermath of the earthquakes alone will demand every man and machine from all services, including ours. Although Moon Base Alpha is officially lost, I personally shall try to believe that survival is possible, and that the men and women will continue to live for years to come. It would be, in its way, the greatest probe into space that man has ever known. Moon Base Alpha, facing whatever confronts them in the universe, surmounting all difficulties, and meeting the dangers that could lie ahead.